San Francisco becomes a literal cesspool. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up, strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. Speaking of rainbows, speaking of straight, San Francisco. San Francisco has always been an interesting city, hasn't it? Very colorful, very diverse. Well, right now it's a virtual cesspool. So much systemic failure. This is really interesting. All a byproduct of lockdowns, the crisis, stimulus. This is all a byproduct of that. People are very confused. Did you know, side note, I read or heard something interesting? Chiropractors now are doing great. Chiropractors are doing better than ever before. Why? I'll tell you why. This is because we're all in our screens, slumped over, hunchbacked in our screens. It's insane. Even me, the gravitational pull that device has. It'll be in my pocket, and if I'm a little bored or anything antsy, I'll just reach for my phone and start staring at it. I go play tennis almost every night, and I see this one lady walk by the tennis courts constantly, and she is buried in her phone, walking. My own teenage kids have a hard time with this thing, but they understand the dynamic. They understand, and they get nervous when they're around me because all of a sudden they want to put their phones down. Because they know, I'm always saying, healthy people have healthy relationships. Please develop a healthy relationship with your device, with your phones. This is a tough battle. We've become absolute zombies. But speaking of that technology and our devices, somebody developed for San Francisco. This is insane. This is thanks to the subscribers sent this in. San Francisco, there's now an app you can get to tell you where the concentrated areas of fecal matter are from the homeless population in your city. The homeless population has skyrocketed, and this is happening all over America, and the homeless population will continue to grow. Why? Because if you're stuck in the gutter, which these homeless people unfortunately are, you're not going to come out of the gutter if somebody comes along and furnishes it for you. How are you being incentivized to get back on your feet if you're going to furnish the gutter that these people are in? The handouts now, the free housing, they're not incentivizing. Sure, they want to mask it and say maybe they have some programs for them to participate in. No, this is horrible now. And this is disgusting now. You know, the fentanyl crisis and the amount of zombies walking around these cities, nothing like I've ever seen. Back in the 80s, it was Coke or whatever. Back in the 70s, it was pot. In the 90s, it was heroin. Now you've got fentanyl. Fentanyl is a very potent opioid, a hybrid of heroin. And these people, I've seen footage. Have you? Like zombies, like The Walking Dead. These people are in just droves. It's insane. And they're going to the bathroom in front of your houses. Let me just tell you, somebody who works in real estate, Scott Walters' report, if you want to check out more heat maps and temperature check on your real estate markets. As somebody who works in real estate, I get calls from the high rent district, the $1 million district. People are like, Scott, I need to get out of my house. A homeless camp moved in right in front. This is a massive epidemic playing out, but it's insane to me when somebody says, hey, dude, I got a business idea. The amount of poop in the city is insane. People are stepping in it. It's a health risk. Now, if we develop an app and show people the hot spots of where all this is occurring, I think we make a lot of money. Don't believe me? Let's jump over today and take a look at the poop map. Then we'll meet back here to wrap this one up. Let's get started. This map shows San Francisco is covered in human poop. Citing human waste reports made in San Francisco, software engineer Gene Wong mapped the city's most poop-ridden neighborhoods and its feast for watery eyes. This isn't a map of errant dog turds, mind you, but of human waste. Wong tells Thrillist in an email that her map is meant to shed light on the issue of homelessness in San Francisco, which is pervasive. The map is also predictive of whether you'll encounter a poo river or a turd minefield while walking down the streets of San Francisco because it's got a search function. All right, friends, welcome back. So there you go, a poop map for you if you live in San Francisco. Coming to a city near you. I don't know about you guys, homeless population where I live, this is a playground of the rich and famous where I'm reporting from today. The Royals, Oprah, they all live here, and the homeless camps are spiking. And let me ask you another question. On the freeway systems, do you notice more Caltrans or whatever, county workers, city workers, cleaning up these freeways? Oh, and the traffic jam's insane. Why can't we do this stuff at night? It's insanity. So I'm seeing more and more homeless just being kicked out of the bushes, and now they're surfacing onto the surface streets closer and closer to the house. Insane. And we're incentivizing the homeless people. We're not, if you incentivize them, they're never going to get back on their feet again. Whoever's in charge is failing and failing miserably. So the reality is this: when you see a new website or app or service that tells you how much crap you have in your city and where to be careful of, that is scary, scary stuff. Like, what is next? What is next? I don't even want to say it. I don't want to even think about it. But all we need to know, this is a massive red flag. Something is broken. When somebody has an idea to heat map and temperature check the amount of fecal matter in a city, and San Francisco is broken from the top to the bottom. It is messed up in spectacular fashion. I always heat map and temperature check their real estate, and they had huge run-ups. They've always been in the high $1 million district over there, Silicon Valley, in all the Bay Area. It's always been a popular spot. People are moving out of there in droves. And let me just tell you, if you continue to accommodate your homeless and drug-addicted population by furnishing the gutter they're in, you got to make it uncomfortable in the gutter. That's the only way they will get out and try to get back on their feet. I do believe there's programs and rehabilitation that should be available to these people, but until they're ready to help themselves, they're never going to do it. And if you continue to furnish their gutter in, you're probably going to have more poop heat map companies popping up. This is scary stuff for San Francisco. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in life. Welcome to the brave new world. Download the poop map if you live in San Francisco to make sure you don't step in homeless poop. This is alarming, shocking. I shouldn't even be talking about it. It's shocking me right now that this is the things that we get to report on here today. Awareness, self-awareness, understand, getting out of the problem, in the solution, offering solutions to these people. Furnishing the gutter is not going to be part of the solution. These cities have become part of the problem. I'm going to blow the lid off it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content and want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. You enjoyed this video. I know you're going to love the next video on your screen, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Be a good human. I'll see you on the next video.